tumesema ya kwamba hatutaki tena siasa ya kugawanya wananchi.
Every election he must have a target. Last election, the object of hatred created by William Ruto was Raila Odinga. He is a witch doctor. He doesn't go to church. He is the Lord of poverty. He is clueless. He has no plan. Now, this coming election of 2027, the whole game plan is regarding Gachagua. He's a tribalist. Oh, ni mtu wa shares. Huyu ni nini? But people are also very intelligent.
The political chessboard in Kenya has just been shaken, and former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua may have just played his most dangerous move yet. Only hours after he sensationally accused President William Ruto of causing up to Sudan's blood-soaked Rapid Support Forces RSF, even alleging that Ruto was knee-deep in a gold smuggling operation with the group, many dismissed his claims as another desperate attempt to relevance.
And I did invite Hemedi and welcomed him and delivered him to the president. There was nothing about Kenya. They were just discussing business, about gold, about such other things.
Gachagua himself seemed an unlikely whistleblower. After all, wasn't he the same man who once played host to RSF commander Mohammed Hamdan Hemedi? When the former DP revealed that he had personally been used by Ruto to roll out the red carpet for Hemedi in Kenya, the backlash was swift and brutal. Now, critics accused him of lying on live TV, peddling conspiracy theories and burning bridges for political gain. But then the internet did what it does best, unearthed receipts. A bombshell video surfaced showing a grinning Gachagua hosting Hemedi in his office back when he was the deputy president.
Watch our wildlife. We have rhino.
That's a very precious animal.
The footage instantly added weight to his claims, vindicating him in the courts of public opinion. And just when Kenyans were still digesting that revelation, another clip emerged. This time, Hemedi being ushered into the country with full state honors, welcomed at the airport by none other than the current Deputy President Kithure Kindiki. Now the scene was so surreal. Traditional dancers, a red carpet reception, and most shockingly, the director of Kenya's National Intelligence Service, NIS, standing among the welcoming parties. For an intelligence agency tasked with protecting national security, this moment reeked of irony. How does the same NIS that supposedly possesses classified intel on RSF's war crimes justify rolling out the red carpet for its leader? And if they knew, why did they still play along? Was this willful ignorance, political convenience, or something more sinister?
It is put in Kenya in very bad light. Very, very bad light. And President William Ruto must accept that he will not be president forever. He cannot destroy this country and the way we are perceived by other nations. He must be a nationalist. He must rise above personal and commercial interests and put the country first.
The Gachagua bombshell has cracked open a Pandora's box within Ruto's government. The accusations are no longer just about diplomatic miscalculations. They now reek of something much darker: complicity.
That group has been flagged by the international community, and sanctions have been slapped against them for genocide and killing of children. But again, thinking about it, there's a saying that birds of the same feather flock together. They are killing children in Sudan, we are killing children here. So again, there's convergence. I think birds of the same feather flock together. But we are looking very bad. DRC, we have handled it very badly. And in fact, I am told many African presidents are unwilling to get involved in peace initiatives led by President William Ruto because he is conflicted in terms of personal and commercial interests that he has put above national interests. The president.
Can you name these abductors? You seem to know more than we do. Name these abductors. What building were they using? Because you drop hints.
No. I said in that press conference, the abductions were being done by the National Intelligence Service. I said so.
What building?
The buildings are there.
Which one?
What I didn't want, there are some safe houses. One safe house is in Westlands by Nice. Another one is in Mwiki. Another one is in Lavington. And there's a commercial building in town. I didn't want to mention it because it's a commercial building and it would ruin their businesses. But it's for you guys to do your investigations. But even Justin Muturi, when his son was abducted, Kindiki was taking him in circles. Kome was taking him in circles. Nurdin was taking him into circles. Amin was taking him in circles. He complained to me the president was out of town. I called all these people, they were also taking me into circles. Okay. And we did agree with him, he faces the president. And he faces the president, and he has the president. If somebody disappears in Kenya in police hands, you go to court and file what you call a habeas corpus. A habeas corpus is filed against the Attorney General to produce that person in court, dead or alive. So Muturi asked me, since I am the father of this young boy, I'm supposed to file a habeas corpus against the Attorney General. I'm the Attorney General. What happens? So I advised him to go and face the president. He faced the president. Yeah. The president called Nurdin Haji. The man was released. So it is clear who abducts people. The president knew who abducts people because he knew who to call. Whoever was called released a young man. So what other explanation do you want about it?
Fair point. Yeah. As we finalize, I'm still getting questions, and there are quite a couple, about you making claims during your engagements with people, with members of the Fourth Estate. Why should Kenyans trust you now? Yet you didn't speak sooner. At times, people point towards the 2023 protests where, is it up to 30 lives were lost, and you put the blame squarely on Raila Odinga then. This time around,
that is the information that I had. You know, my brother, for you to make an informed decision,
yes,
you need to sample, you need to experience, The first year in government, I trusted President William Ruto. When he told me the housing program is a good thing, I believed him. Until later on, I realized it's a business enterprise for creating opportunity for people in government to sell cement, to sell steel and mabati as proxies to companies that provide these things. And I disagreed with it because I did not have that prior information. E-Citizen, when we were onboarding those services, I believed it's a way of enhancing revenue collection. Only later to know that people in government had acquired E-Citizen.
Okay.
So people cannot say I did not speak then. But the minute I realized there's a problem, the first 1 year I played along because I was persuaded. President William is very persuasive. Until now, because I'm fairly also intelligent, started putting 2 and 2 together to realize that this government is a commercial enterprise.
So you realized, did you realize in the first year that there were a couple of issues you still kept quiet?
Later on along the way, but I kept on asking him so that we can remedy. I also did not want to rock government. I'm a responsible leader. I kept on persuading him,
okay,
let's do the right thing. Let us not overtax people. Let us not force people to do housing they don't want. I tried to persuade him. But in the second year, I started now telling him no. And we started disagreeing, you know, and I would say go to cabinet, finance bill I would oppose in cabinet. Demolitions and evictions I would oppose. But the first year I tried to persuade him because I didn't want to rock the government. I wanted to be a loyal deputy. I wanted to be supportive. But when I realized that the government is against the people of Kenya and it's a commercial enterprise, everything in this government is about deals, you know. There is no decision that is made without a commercial interest, including our foreign relations.
Did you make these deals yourself?
I made no deal. I like somebody to say, regarding Gachagua did this one deal.
Are you a bitter man?
I have no bitterness
at all.
But I carry people who are bitter. I have many people who are bitter with me. My community is bitter with me. They are learning, they are forgiving me slowly. But many are not able to forgive me, okay, because I came and said William Ruto is a good man. They asked me, do you trust him? I said, yes. Have you made sure our interests are taken care of? I cheated them, yes. Because I believed him, I trusted him. When I went later to tell them I had nothing written, they blame me up to today. So I'm a leader of a very bitter people. But myself, I have no bitterness. I'm an easy guy. You can see I look happy. I sleep well. I am more easy. I have time for my family. I have time for friends. I also have time to listen to the people of Kenya.
All right.
And I am also a very hopeful man. I'm sure, you know, God is with us. And in the fullness of time, I'll be vindicted. And for my people from home, from my region whom I wronged,